Yeah, so shall we start with, do you want to talk about like what we did together in between our last meeting and this one?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I don't know if we talked about it in the last recording, but we were like having the idea to record things of repetition in our domestic surrounding. So it was, I think we were talking about repetition and repeatings a lot in our meetings, and also about the idea of um, repetition, I don't know, or repeating something is getting you to any kind of flow at some point. But yeah, but more like in an art practice, we talked about this topic.
Yeah, that like that idea that like in order to build skill, it
Mm.
requires repetition.
Yeah.
But that also there's like an opportunity within the repetition for some type of um, yeah, flow state, transcendence. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we kind of like gave ourselves that little task to make videos, and then today we came together and looked at each other's videos, and then started to play around with what it looked like putting those things together.
Putting them together, yes. And I think it was like really interesting because we came up with a lot of different things. So some of them we put together now, but we did like lots of more of them, and I think it was like really interesting how different also the way of documentation can be.
Almost like a little experiment about, I'm in my little domestic space here and
Mm.
you're in your domestic space there, like
Mm.
far away from each other, but then putting the videos next to each other is like putting the spaces next to each other.
Yes. And it was like really, I don't know, really funny that we had like, that we found some similarities, not only in the movements, but also in the visual things, like the colors, for example.
Yeah,
That,
totally.
that was nice.
Do you want to, shall I share my screen and
Yeah.
then shall
Yeah.
we like look at the thing that,
Yeah. And so the two videos in the middle are from you, and the one at the left and the right are I recorded. And now you know what I get now. I got it right now. Is that in the one like where you separate sorry, separating the medicine for your cat?
yeah.
Um, did you realize that in my left video where I cook that thing, there is also the cat?
Oh yes. Yeah, the
So we
timer, right? The
Yes, the
timer is a little
timer.
cat.
But it's like, I mean, we talked about the cat before, but I didn't get the connection that it was like the cat is a topic in two of our videos. So then we have the pink things in the two videos, which is also funny.
Yeah, the pink item in the washing machine.
Yes.
Yeah, the pink pills, the pink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I think that I basically when I was like thinking about, all right, I'm gonna make these little films about, whatever. But these are things that like I repeat. They're repetitive in and of themselves, right? Like cutting the pills, I have to do that over and over and
Mm,
over again. But then I do that as a cycle every week.
mm,
So preparing the cat's pills, it's similar for me as like
mm,
preparing the coffee.
mm,
Like the coffee is a repetitive task and it's also a cyclical task.
mm.
In a way, like thinking a relationship to like laundry and cooking and food. It's like
Yes.
they involve repetition, but and also they bear repeating over and over and over
Mm,
again.
Yeah, that's nice. And we were like, yeah, we were like trying out which of the videos fit together. And actually, we also talked about connecting it with a sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we talked
Oh, I
about this
love
also
that.
with
Yeah.
the clarinet composition, maybe also like always different, you know. It's not composed in its rhythm, but it's getting its own rhythm somehow. Nice.
Yeah, shall I turn the, do you want to hear the sound on them?
Yeah, let's try that.
This is the cat ticking. Is it the cat?
I
Timer?
guess, yeah. 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 But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about how we can like go on, or what could be our idea to for next week. Like, I mean, what came to my mind is that I could maybe, I don't know, I could give a try out and record any sound of clarinet, of I don't know, any composition of repetitive sound.
Totally. I mean, I think that sounds like we have this. Hold on, let me do a little thing here. It's not bad as an experiment, you know?
Yes. It's with the machine.
It's so interesting to look at, like, you know, even as an experiment, to look at the videos, and then even to add that, you know, it's like almost a unintentional accidental composition by adding the audio from that video that's not in here. But wow, what a difference emotionally it makes to have that sound in the background.
Exactly, yeah.
Like in the first place, it didn't like, without the sound, it didn't feel it didn't have the same sense of like it started to make me feel like urgency.
And what we also could, I don't know, what also came to my mind is that we, based on those things like we develop now with the circling and with that thing, that we can also, I don't know, maybe also try out to do any performative movements with our bodies, which we could record.
Yeah, I think that might be a good prompt for us for next time. Like this seems like it was really fruitful for us to produce little bits and then bring them together.
Yes.
And some of the things that we've noticed are like the sort of pink. Like we could pick up on these. It could be something to do with pink and something to do with this circle. Some of the things, you know, like hilariously, some of the stuff that I did in my intro video and talked about, like sewing and, you know, these little costumes that I'm making for myself, which is like such a private, like it's sort of been private for the last year, like learning how to sew, making these little things that I don't necessarily intend to like show to other people, really. It's just sort of like this funny little like gear, but a lot of pink. Like there's been a lot of things that have come up that have come up pink in my world in the past year. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. You know, I'm also working a lot with pink. I mean, my planner is pink.
Yeah.
And my, I don't know, a lot of things that I print out are pink.
Totally. I mean, like,
and my glass is pink.
here's my envelope, my like little
wow,
that
I love it.
I took the things out of earlier
oh
today.
My god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think this is really fun to bring these images, the sounds, the movement, like it feels generative.
Yes.
So maybe that'll be our directive for between this week and next week. Pink circle, and we'll make body movements.
Yes. 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 That's it. Let's do that.